We have a surprising Los Angeles Lakers update to give you guys that will have serious implications not only for this season, but for years to come for this franchise. We're going to talk about what this new update is and how ultimately it will lead to a domino effect for how the Lakers will operate moving forward in the Luka Doncic era. Welcome to Lakers Digest here, guys. My name is Hunter Pitcoff. We cover everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers. We are on the road to 20,000 subscribers. It's crazy the amount of growth we've had. There's a lot of day ones who have been watching and have been subscribed, but a lot of you are not tapped in like that. In fact, almost 90% of you guys watching our content over the last month are not subscribed. So if you are a fan of what we got going on, what we're brewing up here every single day surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers, stop what you're doing right now. Hit that subscribe button. It's free. It don't cost you a dime, and it definitely helps us here as we are growing our family here on this channel. But I don't want to keep you guys waiting too much longer because I'm pretty excited to talk about this topic here, and it's LeBron James wanting his bag. And this is the update that we have for you guys from Jovan Buha. He covers the Lakers for The Athletic, has as good of an ear to this team as any reporter does. On his show today, he said, quote, "My assumption right now would be that if he, meaning LeBron James, does take a discount, it would be similar to last season where I think there would be some type of list or some type of caliber of player. I don't think LeBron is just going to take a willy-nilly discount. I don't think it would be for random player X who on paper makes the team a little bit better but isn't of a certain caliber." And guys, we know that LeBron James, he's been signing these 1-and-1 2-year contracts, meaning he can opt out of the second year because at this point he's 40 years old. He doesn't want to screw the Lakers and have them, on the books for a bunch of money. So instead of doing this, it gives LeBron flexibility as well as Lakers flexibility in the event LeBron retires or I guess hypothetically goes elsewhere. But that's not it with the reports because Jovan Buha went even further saying, quote, "I will make the prediction that I don't think LeBron takes a discount. I think it would have to be with a certain player of need in mind that makes sense. For instance, if Naz Reid is willing to take the non-taxpayer mid-level exception, I believe LeBron would consider it. Or if they're going to do a signing trade kind of similar to what they were planning to do with Klay Thompson, maybe LeBron considers that. Like, the dude's trying to buy a team once he retires. I don't think he's just looking to give up money, to be honest." So, in other words, to break this all down, we are in a very similar predicament to what the Lakers were in last season with LeBron James. He's willing to take less money he's not willing to take less money unless there is a big fish out there in the sea that the Lakers can get. That's ultimately going to be LeBron's jurisdiction, and he's going to stick to that moral. So you're not going to get the LeBron James team-friendly discount that Laker fans are going to want perhaps to make this big move or even a small little move here. It has to be LeBron James still trying to keep some bit of control on this Lakers franchise, which is interesting because, of course, now we are in the Luka Doncic era. So let's bring this to our final point here, guys. Sacrificing the M's for the W's, right? Should LeBron James ultimately take less money if it means helping out the team? Because he actually did take $3 million less dollars, which I know, guys, $3 million is a lot of money. But he took $3 million less dollars to actually go and help the Lakers stay below the second-tier apron, which helped them, land guys and get buyout candidates like an Alex Len. I know he hasn't helped. Perhaps in any second now, I'm expecting the Lakers to give Jordan Goodwin a full roster spot because two-way players, guys, cannot play in the playoffs. So if they want Jordan Goodwin or Trey Jemison or Christian Coloco, whoever it might be, right now Goodwin's kind of the front runner. He's the one getting the minutes night in, night out. They have to buy him or, extend him to a full-time roster spot, which then means they'd have to cut somebody. Most likely probably would be Cam Reddish if I had to guess. So LeBron James, looking at this offseason, though, and I don't want to look too far ahead because, guys, it's been a fun ride. The Lakers right now are playing as good a basketball as any team over the last 20-so games, and I think it's only going to get better because Luka Doncic is only going to get better. But this is going to be a very important offseason for the Lakers because they're going to have a lot of decisions to make. One, Dorian Finney-Smith is a free agent. If he opts out of his player option, he can be a free agent and that he probably will because he wants a long-term deal. So Lakers got to figure out a way to extend him because he's very, very valuable. We've made a video on it before about how valuable Dorian Finney-Smith is and has been to the Lakers ever since he has put on the purple and gold. This is someone they're going to want to bring back, and on top of that, he's Luka's buddy. Then Jackson Hayes is a free agent. Is he going to cost more than the vet minimum that he's making right now? I think the Lakers would have interest in re-signing him perhaps, and if that's the case, it might have to be a multi-year deal. It might have to be a little bit more money than what he's making right now at the vet minimum. So those are two guys as well that if LeBron James is not going to take less money, it's going to be more difficult to sign these guys to contracts. On top of that as well, you got someone like Austin Reaves. He's extension eligible. Maybe they want to extend Rui Hachimura. Those are two guys as well that perhaps the Lakers want to make decisions on. But all these decisions are going to be harder to make, of course, with less salary cap. And the Lakers right now are already one of the highest payroll teams in the league. On top of that, too, they're probably going to want to extend Luka Doncic. I wouldn't even be shocked if Luka doesn't want to extend and wants to play out another year on his deal because that's going to help him make a little bit more money in the long run. So I expect that to happen. But who knows? Maybe he's cool with the Lakers situation. He just wants to get that security that he just did not get with the Dallas Mavericks after the Mavericks decided we're not going to sign Luka to the biggest contract in NBA history. We're going to let him walk, or we're going to trade him to Los Angeles instead. So Luka's going to probably want to get some of that money back, I expect, whether it's now or maybe he waits a year. But with LeBron James, that's the domino effect of this decision, is that for LeBron, if they want to bring in a mid-level exception guy, they're going to have to clear cap space to do that. And that might mean trading some guys. It might mean letting guys walk like a Jackson Hayes perhaps. Or most likely, LeBron James might have to take less money in order to make it happen. But let me know, guys, down below in the comments, what do you think? Do you think that the Los Angeles Lakers should play, I don't want to say hardball, but do you think that they really got to sell the fact, and this probably just puts more pressure on the Lakers, right? I mean, Rob Pelinka has worked wonders getting Luka Doncic here, getting Dorian Finney-Smith here, finding a guy like Jordan Goodwin who could be a good fit for this team. However, the job's not done, right? Being a general manager is a 365-day job, which means that Rob Pelinka's got to keep doing the work and figure out the salary cap, which is something he's kind of struggled with, guys. Is really figuring out this, the new CBA. But yet he has made some of the biggest trades, that the Lakers have made in quite some time, especially the Luka Doncic trade. So perhaps maybe he's starting to figure out how the numbers work. But again, guys, this is going to be a very important offseason, one of the most important offseasons. And this season in particular, how the Lakers finish is going to definitely dictate how LeBron James is going to view this team going forward, as he has a new running mate in Luka Doncic. And I'm going to say it one more time, guys. I'm going to say it one more time before we end this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Again, almost 90% of you guys watching our content are not subscribed. So if you are a fan, you've watched all the way through this video, you like what you're watching, and you're not subscribed, stop what you're doing right now and just hit that subscribe button to keep up with everything surrounding your Los Angeles Lakers here on Lakers Digest.